Hi guys, it's me again, Chuck, your cardio OR nurse here in Germany. And welcome back to our day 15th of Nurses Video Journal. And today is actually my birthday, if you know what I mean. I'm celebrating two birthdays actually every year. And that's why my boyfriend and I today had dinner together, and then um, I extra got us a birthday cake so that we can take a picture and then also blow the candles together. My boyfriend and I has a birthday next to each other's birthday. Isn't it cool? Well, anyways, for today, as I've mentioned from my last video, that I will try to compare, um, as a nurse, I will try to compare being a nurse here in Germany or in the UK. I have a friend working there, and I can compare already some stuff that are good and bad being a nurse here, or good and bad being a nurse in the UK. But before we do that, let me tell you what happened to me today first. Nothing much. I'm still in my vacation. When I woke up, I made my video earlier for the last day's update because I forgot the yesterday's video. And then I did some laundry. I did the normal stuff um here in the apartment, like the dishwasher, and also I had my car washed today, but just a basic ones, because the last time I did try to wash my car, I did use this uh soft brush that they have, and I guess I did scratch my car a bit, and I worry because of that. So I did not use that anymore. So I just use water and soap, and I hope that it's clean. And I also watch, I guess, 3 or 4 episodes of Crown. You know the series from Netflix? I'm so into monarchy and stuff right now, especially that I visited London recently. So again, going back to the real thing that we're going to talk about. Being a nurse here in Germany, for you to start, it's very difficult because you need to learn the language. And then in my case, I needed 2 years or 2 years and a half before I was able to, I can say I was fully adjusted to the culture, to the language, to the people, and stuff like that. And if you're going to compare that to the UK, I guess it would not need you that much of time for you to be able to adjust to all those kind of stuff, because one thing there is just they only speak English, and that's very common to Filipinos, that most of us can speak English actually. So that would not be a big of a problem. Trying to understand the people, and the communication or the language barrier is not really there. So that's one thing that is advantage if you're a nurse going to the UK. And um, here in Germany, they are so strong with this work-life balance that I don't know if that is in general, but I am working in a public hospital, and we don't have overtime. Like, I mean, we do overtime from time to time, but it is not really encouraged, should I say? Like, for example, if I do overtime only for like 1 2 hours and then I go home directly, and when I say it's not encouraged, we are not being paid more than what we're getting if we do overtime. If we do overtime here in Germany, it will just be added in our hours, and it will just be equal pay, the same pay, and most of the time you're not getting it for money. You're getting it an additional time to your working hours. So it means if you accumulate that, you can just have, or you can just get an extra off for that. So if you are someone who really value your time, then I guess Germany is good for you. But then if you are someone who wants to work more to get more money, UK is actually perfect for you. They have a 12-hour shift every day, but only 3 days in a week. And then those 4 days, it's your off. But they kinda encourage people or nurses to go on overtime. They call it bank shifts. And if you're taking bank shifts in the UK, especially if you're in London, which is it's kind of interesting that London is paying more to their nurses in compared to the countryside of the UK. So if you're in London and then you're doing bank shifts, you are getting, it's like your pay on that specific day is times 2.5. Can you imagine that? So if you want to really save money or gain a lot of money, UK is, I guess, a best option. But rest is also important. So you need to, weigh that for yourself. And what is also interesting in the UK or in London when it comes to, like, for example, you're working in a one hospital, you can do bank shifts or you can do overtime in another hospital. Isn't that interesting? Like in Germany, you cannot do that. Here, you cannot do that. You can just do your shifts in your hospital. What else? What I really love about London or UK, London to be very specific, um, Filipinos will not have a hard time adjusting there, because how would I say this? Because in a joke way, I would say that Philippines is like a poor version of America, and London is very like America, like the culture and stuff. And one thing that I really really love London about too is I'm so into musicals, and London has everything. All the musicals, and they also have the classic ones like Les Miserables, The Phantom of the Opera, Wicked. What else? On the 19th of uh this month. When was that? Tuesday or last few days ago? I was still in London, and then I watched Wicked. That was one of the of my favorite musicals, and I finally was able to watch it. It was crazy amazing. Like really, I cannot contain my happiness right after, and I was singing the whole time, but I trying to hold myself from singing because of course other people wants to just listen um the the actors and actresses singing, right? And what else? Um, but UK is kind of expensive in a way, or maybe because I'm converting prices from all stuff. Like for example, I buy coffee, I convert how much a £3 would be in in euros. That's why I think maybe that UK is a bit expensive. But what I also notice is that there when you commute there what is offentliche verkehr?
Public transport.
Public transport public transportation is cheaper. Like for example, here in my city, going to Cologne, it would cost me around 7 to 8 euros
One way.
one way, and that is not so far. Really, it's just one city to another, and it's just next to each other. Almost around 8 euros one way. But in the UK, it's just around £2. That distance. And they have a kind of a cap, like for example, because they're so into contactless payment in the UK. When you go to a subway or to a train station, you need to tap your debit card or credit card. It will charge you every time according to the distance that you're traveling. But for example, if you keep on traveling the whole day and you reach around £9 and something cents, it will stop charging your card. It means that you can get inside and go out from any train station unlimitedly if you've reached a specific amount. So, which is good because here in Germany, if you don't know that there is a specific ticket which is good for 3 days or 1 week or whatsoever, and then you travel a lot on that day, you keep on buying tickets. You could accumulate more than 9 euros in just traveling with a public transportation. I can see that as one good thing in the UK as well. What else? The weather there is kind of the same, gray, wet, and stuff like that. So not a big of a difference. But which is just funny because it's not so far from Germany, and going there, they're like late for an hour. So when I went there, I kind of gained an hour in my day, and then when I come home here, I lost an hour. It's just funny. And yeah, I kind of like UK though. I'm kind of thinking of having my qualifications um recognized in the UK,
Here we go again.
and maybe I can work there and live here, right? Well, we'll see, but I'm actually already trying to check their registration. But it's kind of very interesting though. We'll see. If my job will keeps me stressing out, then anyways, so I guess I've talked so much already. I guess that's it for today. Today is green still, like yesterday and a couple of days ago, because I'm on a vacation. So share anything, guys. Write it in the comments. Let's be friends. And I guess that's it for today. Have a nice evening and bye.